everyone, it is Tuesday afternoon and I'm coming to do my weekly update. I want to kind of be on a Monday schedule of recording, but yesterday was a holiday here in the US. It was July 4th, which also happens to be my birthday. So I was a little bit preoccupied and my husband was also home. So it's a lot harder for me to record videos when I have other people around. I'm just like really self-conscious about it. It's interesting. Like, I'm happy to record this and share with all of these people out there who I don't really know, but I feel really self-conscious talking to myself when other people are around. So anyway, I am, today I am 6 weeks and 1 day. I figured out by looking at like all of the different apps that I have and actually going and calculating it back from my due date, or what I think is my due date, that my weeks do turn over on Mondays. So I'm 6 weeks and 1 day today. And wow, I'm really feeling it at this point. When I was pregnant with my son, the morning sickness and everything hit around 6 weeks, but I don't remember exactly when it really started. But boy, I'm feeling this now. So I will talk about that a little bit more in a minute. So my ultrasound is not yet booked. I'm waiting for a call back to book that, but I went for my last beta test last Thursday and got the results that afternoon, and that was 5,449. So that's like perfect, right where it should be, with doubling every 48 hours, or even a little bit less than that. So it's doubling a little bit faster. So that's all really great. Everything looks good. So now the next step is just the ultrasound, which I should have sometime next week. So I'm waiting for a call back. I called, I left a message on Thursday, and then they called me back and I couldn't answer the phone. And so we're just playing a little bit of phone tag at this point. But hopefully that will be scheduled sometime next week, when I'm 7 weeks. So I am 6 weeks and 1 day. At this point, the baby is the size of, and I have a bunch of different things based on different apps and stuff. I think the most common one is the size of a sweet pea. But then there's also a wild blueberry, which is obviously about the same size, a chocolate chip, or a ladybug. So still really small, but definitely growing. Symptoms this week. I'm still tired. And napping during the day, which is unusual for me, and falling asleep on the couch at like 8 or 8:30 at night, which again is unusual for me, but I'm definitely like just exhausted and needing more sleep. And then in addition to that, at this point I think I'm willing to say that the morning sickness has hit. It started like last Friday, maybe Friday or Saturday. It kind of started hitting, but it didn't really feel like morning sickness yet. I wasn't really feeling nauseous. Like, I didn't really feel like eating, but I wasn't really nauseous. Didn't feel like I was going to throw up at all or anything like that. Just didn't feel well. And, but then over the course of the next couple of days, it kind of set in that it was definitely morning sickness. I have not thrown up, but I'm definitely not really wanting to eat very much, and definitely feeling nauseous sometimes. This morning was actually the first time that I was a little bit concerned that I might throw up, and I was driving in the car, so I would have had to pull over, which I had to do when I was pregnant with my son. But it just feels a little bit different than how it was with my son. But again, I don't really remember. I mean, it was like almost 4 years ago that I was at this point with my pregnancy with him. So I've kind of forgotten a lot of that. But I'm definitely feeling the morning sickness. So for that, for my previous pregnancy, I found that taking B6 with or without Unisom was helpful. So I have started taking B6 as of this morning. So I have 25 milligram tablets, and I will take 1 to 2 a day of those and see how that helps. And I basically, like, first thing in the morning is probably the worst, and it's partly because I don't have anything in my stomach, so like I'm now keeping crackers in my bedroom and trying to eat a few crackers before I really get up and going, and then kind of like keep eating the crackers as I'm getting breakfast for my son, and just to kind of like, because the crackers definitely seem to help to just kind of get something easy in my stomach, and yeah, and then kind of go from there. And then I end up having kind of a better stretch in the, like, around this time of day, it's early afternoon, and then kind of crash again in the late afternoon and evening. So yeah, so it's just an interesting kind of like up and down thing, and we'll see where it goes from here. I don't know. I don't know how bad it'll get. Maybe it won't be bad at all. Maybe it'll dissipate quickly, but I don't really know yet. We'll see. In addition to that, all of that stuff, I'm also cold a lot of the time, which I have been feeling now for a couple of weeks, but I'm like always wrapping myself up in a blanket, and every once in a while I'll like go back and forth between being too hot and too cold, and I'll have to like mess with the air conditioning, and it's kind of like a constant back and forth of trying to be comfortable, and I feel like I'm never quite the right temperature, but I do the best I can. Nothing really as far as cravings or aversions, just not really interested in food very much, and the crackers are helping, as well as the I'm like sipping on cold sweetened drinks. Like, I can't really drink very much plain water because that just doesn't sit well on my stomach, but I have found that like sweetened iced tea is actually really good on my stomach, and I have basically stopped drinking coffee because it's just not appealing. I will drink it every once in a while, and I'm not strictly cutting out caffeine, so having iced tea as a source of caffeine instead of coffee is a nice change for this, because I do still like having like a little bit of caffeine to just give me a little bit of a pick-me-up and a little bit of a boost, so the iced tea is definitely helpful. I'm also sipping on Gatorade, which is not my favorite thing to drink. I don't like all of the kind of artificial stuff in it, but if it's helping, I'll deal with it for now. And then the only other thing to share is baby buys for this week. I'm trying not to buy very much stuff, basically. Like, I need to go through what we already have and kind of figure out what we might need for this baby, and I have an idea of the things that we will need, that like are not things that we have left over or that our son still uses or whatever. But I have cloth diapered my son since he was a few weeks old, and I plan to cloth diaper this baby from the beginning, like right into cloth. So I have built up over the past year of trying and going through all of this, I have built up quite a newborn stash of diapers. So I'm trying to really not buy anymore, but I bought a few more, and I will share my full stash later on down the road. But these are the ones that I got that arrived this past week. So this is a Thirsties all-in-one newborn diaper, and it's they have a new natural one, so it's all natural fibers, and this print I find really cute. I like the colors and stuff. And my son has a cover in the same print. And then this is a Smart Bottoms newborn. It's called a Born Smart. Has a little dip down for the umbilical cord. It's really cute. And my son, again, has the same diaper in a one-size diaper that fits him. Now, I don't expect that my son is still going to be in diapers when this baby arrives, because he will be almost 4. And although he has no interest in potty training now, I really hope that by the time he's getting close to 4, we're at least making some progress on it. So I don't expect that I'll be able to actually put them in the same diapers, but it's nice to have the same prints and stuff. And then this is a Best Bottoms cover. This is actually a discontinued color, and I was able to find it at the place where I was buying this other stuff new. And I just like the shade of purple, and I think this could be gender neutral. We're probably not going to find out what we're having, so one of my ideas of like announcing the gender once the baby's born is to have like an outfit for a boy and an outfit for a girl, and then like take a picture in whichever outfit that fits the gender. So this was a possibility for a girl diaper to have on hand, but I would use it for a boy or a girl. And then this was a free diaper gift, which is actually, I really like it. It's a chicken diaper, and I didn't even know that they had this. This is a Sweet Pea Newborn all-in-one, and this is an exclusive for My Sweet Pickles. I'll try to remember to put a link to the store down below, but it's just, I just think it's really cute, and I feel like my son would really like this. So like having him help pick out diapers for the baby or whatever, like I feel like this is just such a cute little diaper. So that's it for the baby buys this week. Again, really not buying very much, trying to keep a hold on that because I feel like it could get out of control. And I have to keep in mind that we already have a ton of stuff. So that is it for this week. So I will be back next week when it will be 7 weeks, and hopefully we'll have the ultrasound scheduled by then, and maybe even wait until after I have the ultrasound and be able to share the results of that. So that is it for today. Thank you so much for watching, and I will talk to you again soon.